This is going to be a really long video, guys, so I'm going to try and split it up into parts in editing so that you can like tab over to what you're looking for. And I'll put all the links in the description to like each specific part so you don't get lost. Hi everybody, it's MoriMademoiselle here today. I wanted to make a video specifically about Taobao. This will be your ultimate guide to Taobao as of recording. So I want to cover some things like how to find shops on Taobao, how to find like specific items on Taobao, and how to use Taobao to kind of be your browser and then put that into a shopping service for you to get it all over the world. I am from the US, so this is going to be a little bit more US centric, but I just want to show you the basics and a little bit more in-depth ways of how to browse and get your Lolita items. This also works for cosplay and really anything. Like Taobao essentially is a Chinese eBay, Amazon kind of hybrid. There's a lot of really cool shops that are all made like handmade items and individual items made by independent artists, which is really cool. And then there's also mass-produced goods that you can get, especially like anime and figurines and cosplay items. But basically anything you can think of, it is on Taobao. So, this is the homepage. As you can see, it looks kind of like really any home base. I am currently using Google Chrome, which the cool thing about Google Chrome is that it has a in-engine translator, which means these items here are originally written in simplified Chinese, and they are automatically translated for you for the most part. Things that are described in pictures, which you'll see in a minute here, will not be translated. Unfortunately, it doesn't read like here. It won't read things that are actually embedded in pictures, only the text that is hardwired in the web page. So you're probably wondering, okay, this is great, but when I scroll down here, there's a lot of kids quotes. I am seeing not any Lolita items, nowhere to be found, and that's okay. I am currently not logged in right now. On desktop, you do not need to log in. I personally do not use mobile. I've had way too many problems with mobile, and I prefer desktop only, and it's a lot easier, and you'll see why in a second. So, I already went through and picked out a bunch of stores that I like, and I save them here. If you make an account, you can save them on your account, but I noticed that my account always gets banned for some reason. I think it might be because I try logging into too many like browsers, and then it gets mad at me for being logged into too many places. So I don't use a account anymore. I've gone through 4 accounts. All of them have gotten banned. So I think I just need to not use an account. So these are some of my personal favorite ones, but I'm going to show you a couple websites that you absolutely need to have bookmarked, in my opinion. These are going to be your easiest and like best collections of websites, terms, searches, shops, etc, etc, etc. Okay, so the first one that I want you guys to save is this one, the Chinese Master Word List. I'll put the link in the description below, but it is Taobao Lolita at .livejournal.com. Like I said, it'll be down in the description below, so you'll be able to see it there. This will have the most helpful list of all of the terms that you will probably ever need to use that is Lolita centric. So we have general words, clothing, socks, shoes and boots, accessories, nails, colors and patterns, fabrics, and others meaning like there's a little bit of everything, like really specific words like butterfly. It also has like other pronunciations like phonetic for lace. It also has some of the more like style, like Japanese style or kimono, etc, etc. And then it'll also have At the bottom, it has a couple shops. I already have those saved. So this I don't really use very often, but the rest of this here is extremely helpful to save. I just go ahead and bookmark it into my little Taobao folder, so it's a little bit easier for me to find it. And then next, I'm going to show you a couple compendiums of different Taobao stores. The first one is the Pocketful of Pebbles blog.wordpress.com/Taobao-links. This one is awesome. There are a lot of dead stores on here, meaning that these are stores that have gone out of business or have moved to a different storefront. But the cool thing about this list, and what I really like about it, is that they are all separated and categorized. So you'll see, like, if you're looking for classic, gothic, you have these, they're not going to be like all together. As you can see, this one's classic key, and then all of a sudden it has, you know, sweet, etc., etc. So there's a lot of classic here, and there's a lot of sweet and a lot of gothic, so you are not limited to really any of the one styles. As you can see, there's a million of them. They also have some other sub styles like MoriMademoiselle, which I really personally like. They also have further, so the ones up here are, they also have some accessories and stuff like that. What I would do is I just actually go one by one and save the ones that you like. Stores typically sometimes have an empty store page, meaning that they're either ramping down production or they're getting ready for a new release. So saving each one of these and then checking into them every once in a while. You'll have your big one here, like King 11. That one is really cool. Cradland Ret, which is awesome. They're one of like the bigger Chinese brands. Little Dipper is excellent. There is a note up here that bracketed ones, well, the ones in parentheses, are ones I've recalled selling panniers or underskirts. So petticoats and all that good stuff. So Little Dipper is awesome, especially if you're a plus size. They have wonderful boleros that come every once in a while. I just placed my order in for September. And then there's also like Penny House. Red Maria is excellent for headwear and hosiery. Anyway, you just look for yourself. They are amazing collection. Like I said, some of them are unfortunately broken and some of them don't work anymore, but at least this is a good place to start. That is a nice, easy to manage, easy to read formula. The third one, where did I put it? Pastel Peggy, J Fashion Taobao shop list. So this one's another one that's very similar. It has a lot of the same ones. This is going to be a little bit more, a shorter and more concise list of the more popular brands. So you'll see like Hinana Quina, Cherry Bomb, Chemical Romance, Ariel Cat, Midsummer, Yolanda, etc. These ones are going to be the more popular brands. A lot of these you will see on Lace Market being sold. You also have Otomeke. Crucius also sells Lolita. So a lot of these Otomeke sites have Lolita pieces. I have several pieces from Crucius. Miss Point also, they do also have Lolita pieces and Loliable pieces. Lulu's Garden as well. Other J Fashions, so this is really cool if like on your off days you wear something aside Lolita. I typically wear MoriMademoiselle and Otomeke on my off days. So this is also kind of categorized and described on what the sub-styles that they cover are. They also have some good shoe shops, some accessory shops, and then I think they also, they have a really nice collection of socks and wigs, as well as other like stationery and all that stuff. There are a lot of really cute stationery shops on Taobao. I'm planning on making an order for myself for my business to have some really cute and kind of unique display stuff for my booths at conventions. So this is a really nice, more concise version of the Pocketful of Pebbles. There is a Google Doc. I totally forgot to save this, but there is a Google Doc that's floating around on Facebook that is a like kind of a master list of like almost every discovered Lolita centric or Lolita adjacent. This also covers OG and Codona, so don't feel like you're being, you know, left out here. They do also cover it. So anyway, that is kind of the overview of some of like the most important, I would say, bookmarks to have. And then from there, as you find more of them, I kind of keep saving them. At this point, I am going to show you specifically how to navigate Taobao. So let's go ahead and go to Taobao.com. There's a couple ways to do this. So up here you have your search bar. In Chrome, the cool thing is that a lot of the time you can type something in English and it'll search for it in Chinese. So if I just search Lolita, you're gonna find mostly shoes, I've noticed, but you will find a couple products here and there, especially a couple dresses and all that good stuff. It's always good practice just to triple check that what you're getting isn't a replica. There's very few Taobao sites now that do carry replicas. A lot of them are independent artists. I would say you're probably going to be 95% sure to find an original piece, but if something says like angelic pretty in like the title, I would stay away from it just personally. A lot of times you'll find some really good deals just on this page here, and if you do make an account, it will start to recommend you these on your homepage, similar to if you've ever used AliExpress or eBay or even Amazon, that they'll give you kind of like your own feed when you log in. So since I already have all of these saved, I am going to show you my personal favorite shop. It is listed several times on a variety of lists, but nobody really knows about this shop, and it is a treasure. This is Sleep Doll. This is one of my favorite stores, hands down. It has some of the, in my personal opinion, for the price that you're paying, the quality is really good. A lot of these things are a lot more casual Lolita rather than like typical silhouettes. They're pretty size accommodating. I'm typically a 103 bust, and I mean, I fluctuate a lot, but I'm typically a 103 bust and an 85-inch waist, and a lot of these products fit me really well. But I'll get into that more detailed. So right away, I'm going to show you the easiest ways to navigate a store. So here is your landing page. This is the store front. You can add your store favorite here if you do have an account. I'm not using an account, so we're gonna skip that. And then here it has all your categories and all that good stuff. I just skip to here. I don't even mess around with any of these, like, because these are just basically what sells the best here. So I'm gonna go to all baby, which is all items. And then here it's going to show you all of the items in the shop and then have all the pages at the bottom here. So I'm just going to click this dress right away to show you an example of how an item will look when you reach a specific item. It almost always opens up in the next tab here, so that's really convenient, especially if you're looking at saving a bunch of items. You don't have to mess around and right click and, you know, control click, command click, depending on if you're on desktop or PC. So this one has a couple different sizes here and a couple different colors. As you can see, you can kind of use this as a zoom in. This is very typical for a normal store. You just kind of use it to zoom in, etc., etc. Now, this is what I was talking about with not being able to read the information here. Right now, this is not going to be an issue. If you really want to know what it says, my thing is grab your phone, download Google Translate on your phone, and then go to, I will show you right here actually. If you go to Google Translate, there is an option that you can translate real time, and I just kind of hold my phone up to the screen really close. If you go on Google Translate here, you click camera. Cool, and then you just put at the very top, you put Chinese to English, and then it'll ask you, okay, aim at text, and then you aim it and it'll read it for you, which is really cool. And it'll be like augmented reality. It'll show up on your screen. That's what I do if there's something that I like, it just, Google Translate is just not translating. You can also, if it's an actual like highlightable text, you can just copy paste it into a new tab on Google Translate. So here, I always make sure to read this description just in case. A lot of things, especially on Alice Girl, are pre-orders. And I'll let you know what to do with that in a second. So, here, this is super important to read in most places, just because it'll give you information on if there is a pre-order or if there is a set like change in price between items that it doesn't like tell you about. These are the measurements. So this one is in a picture, as you can see as I'm dragging it around. So I'll show you a different site that has the measurements in text so you can kind of see what I'm doing here. But as you scroll down, you'll see pictures of each of the items. I have this dress. I used to have it in black, and now I ordered it in this cream, and then I ordered the matching skirt, I believe in black, again, because I really liked black, but I wanted the cream JSK. And it comes in a couple different cuts, which is really cute, and then it has some model shows, etc. Taobao is really cool because it usually has a lot of pictures, which is really neat so that you can see what it looks like. So sometimes you might be wondering, like, okay, well, that's the product image. That's the prototype. What does the image look like? What does it look like in real life? Especially for petticoats, you want to see, like, they don't have a picture of what it looks like on. So here, when it says total comments, right underneath all this information here, it'll say total comments. If you click on that, these are the reviews. So my favorite thing is to right away click on pictures. I prefer picture reviews. It gives me a visual to work with. And then I kind of look at people wearing it and I'm like, oh, that's really cute. That's exactly what I'm looking for. Oh, okay, the bust is kind of high on that. Okay, it gives you an idea of things that you're kind of going to be expecting when you get the dress. It has a lot of different kinds of people wearing it, so it makes you have a little bit better of an idea of what you're getting into. So that is that. Just a really quick overview. You can also go down here and categorize or select by category. This is really nice to have. Oh, hey, I was looking for this. I will save this because this is what I'm looking for. Let me see. Okay. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do my little Google Translate trick. Okay. So, Google Translate, do not fail me now. Okay, so when I do Google Translate, it looks like the length of this sweater is 62 centimeters, shoulder width is 60 centimeters, bust is 60 centimeters, and length is 53 centimeters. Sleeve length, excuse me. So what that tells me is that on this store specifically, the bust is going to be folded in half, meaning that it is 120 centimeter bust. Meaning that this sweater would actually fit me, which is extremely surprising. There's the camel colored sweater. Let me see what they have available. Red or camel colored. I actually bought this in, I bought the brooch of this in red already. So that will be super helpful. We're gonna come back to this in just a second and I'm going to show you how to order this. So, we are going to go back to this tab here just so I can use it, and then I'm going to go to Aurora and Ariel. This is one of the most popular places to get petticoats from. They get extremely good reviews and they're extremely affordable. So if you're looking for a petticoat, this is the shop to go to. So, they have the really cute rainbow. So there's two different versions. There's Violent and Daily. So Daily Violence is going to be like a little bit softer, and then like Hard Violent is going to be like big and puffy. That's just how it translates. I'm not entirely certain what the actual translation should be. I don't speak Chinese, unfortunately, though it is something I would like to learn. So, we're going to go right away to skirts and pumpkin pants. So like bloomers and petticoats. And I am going to take a look at what they have here. Okay, cool. So I was looking for a 60 centimeter daily one. This one looks pretty good. This one looks a little bit thinner. I am in the mood for something a little bit poofier. So I'm gonna go ahead and select this one because this is what I'm kind of looking for here. So they have two different colors, white and black. And then here, okay, so has copyright and appearance patent protected legal businesses. Please be conscious. But basically what they're saying is that this gets like stolen a lot. So you just want to buy from this specific store itself. So this is where I'm talking about that it's happily translated for us. So it gives you the name of the item, the material, glass yarn, that is like an organza. Lining 100% cotton, garment size, length around 60 centimeters, waist circumference everywhere from 58 to 90 centimeters. So item with a waist circumference of more than 80 centimeters is recommended customized for better comfort, meaning that if you have a waist of more than 80, which I do, they recommend contacting them to get it custom made for you. And then it says baby whose hip circumference exceeds more than 100 centimeters is recommended for customized. So with the 80 centimeters is optional. With the 100 centimeters, they highly recommend you. It says here for more details, contact customer service. We're gonna skip that because I have a better customer service that I'm gonna show you. So here's all your information, and then like I said, right here we're gonna go to the reviews, and you can see how the reviews look like, what it looks like on. So let me find somebody who's not touching their skirt and has a frontal view so we can see what it looks like. So this is what it's gonna look like when it's on. As you can see, it's a nice kind of hybrid A-line petticoat, which is really nice. So there's an Alice girl dress. And then here's a couple other really nice illustrations of what it'll look like on. The cool thing is that since these are Lolita specific stores, a lot of the reviewers are Lolitas. So unlike, you know, browsing on eBay or you know, Amazon or something where you're just getting random people who are like, I love this for a Halloween costume and it looks great. You get actual Lolitas who know what they're talking about. You can read the comments and it's like, I accept the fullness here and I blah, 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 blah. But I personally say pictures speak louder than words, and I like reading them. We're gonna go to the bad reviews, and it says the seller did not return or exchange the goods and the skirt is not good looking. So as you can see, there's one bad review, no neutral reviews, and 204 positive reviews. To me, that seems like a really good item. Obviously, the people who leave reviews are either going to be in love with it or absolutely hate it. It's very rare to get just a middle of the road one. So kind of take all reviews with a grain of salt. But for the most part, if the ratio is this strong, you can be fairly confident that the item is good quality. Okay, so now that I kind of gave you a brief, very fast overview, I know it's a lot of information, but you'll get used to it after you've done it a few times. I promise you. So now that we have had the opportunity to go through some of these shops and show you what the differences between some of them are, I would like to show you how to place an order. So we're going to go to 42agent.com, and here we are. So here is the homepage that you're looking at. This is my personal favorite shopping service. I know that everybody has their own favorite shopping service. Some have good advantages, disadvantages. For Xianyu, 42agent is a little bit expensive, and Xianyu is a secondhand Lolita market. I'm not super comfortable showing people how to navigate it. I've only been on it like twice. So I am not going to touch on Xianyu right now. This is purely brand new Taobao items. So obviously I'm not signed in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up my personal, I use 2 different browsers to do these things, just because I am a little bit particular about using some browsers and keeping all my browsing history on one and the other. So here I am on my 42 agent login page. I'm going to go to quick order right up here. Cool thing about 42 agent is that they do have a where is it? They do have a how to use 42 agent, and there's like a whole quick start. Here we go. And they have like information on how to use, like the get start guide is a really good one, but I'm just going to show you the fastest way. So we're going to go to quick order, and here's where the cool part is. It is all copy paste. So I'm just going to go back here, gonna go get that one thing that I really wanted, this little guy right here, and I'm going to copy, oops, wrong one, copy and paste right here, and I'm gonna get it because I want it. Okay, and this is the landing page. What it does is that it basically takes this page and it grabs all the information that it needs, and then it puts it into this page for you. So you're gonna double check, you know, what size you want and what color. It's gonna give you all the colors that it comes in, but remember to check Taobao in seeing what colors are available. So they have red and camel available. Camel is that brown one, and red is the red one, obviously. So I want the red one, and then I'm double checking the price. 69 yuan, 69 yuan. If there is a discount, so what you do here, say if it were 65 yuan, you would put 65 yuan here. I'm not going to put that because it wasn't discounted. You're going to put how many you want here. Picture URL, I always skip. If there is like a specific one, you can link the picture. So say if I'm on here and I wanted this blue one, I can copy the URL here. Say like, oh, okay, cool. I'll copy image address and then put it in there. I'm not looking for the blue one. The one that I want is in stock, which is lucky. Obviously, it works like any other store. If it's not in stock, chances of you getting it are slim. So the cool thing is here, you can type a message to the 42 agent, and it'll propagate a question for them, and then they will answer you when they are reviewing your items. So I am going to go to my orders list here. This is an order that I'm currently making. I am going to add, so this is this is one that I'm currently making. It has a dress, and it has some rocking horseshoes and 2 underskirts. So here, when I put it in, this is what propagates from that little checklist box that you click what color you want, etc., etc. So I also added a question. I saw that, we're going to copy this link real quick, and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. So I saw on this specific, these are bodyline shoes, by the way, which is neat. On this specific one, it said something about custom leather and then custom ribbon ties. And I was really interested in getting like ribbon ties for the shoes instead of like the pleather like wrappy boys here. So in 42 agent, I asked them, I also see that they may be able to do cloth ribbon ties instead of leather straps. Is that possible for the red color shoes? And then they got back to me and say, okay, they contacted the seller for me, which is awesome for custom designs and not custom designs, but like custom sizes. You can give them your measurements and they will go and talk to the seller for you and get your measurements translated so that they can make you a custom item. So it says the seller can't change it into cloth. We will buy the leather one for you. And then they're also reminding me here that the item is unable to return once, or we can't cancel the item once we purchase it. They don't take returns on this store, and they just want to let you know. So other items, they've told me that, hey, just so you know, this item takes 2 months for it to come in stock. They need to make each of them individually. That'll inform your decision on whether you want to buy it or not. You can ask any questions saying, can you verify the color, or can you tell me what the sizing is. Any question that you have here, they're really good and they're super polite, and I really like talking to them. And they will talk to the original seller for you, which is awesome. I am going to hit add more items, and I am going to add my sweater that I wanted. Rip! I gotta go back. I gotta go back. I don't want that one. So I'm gonna copy paste the one that I want, hit one size, red, no discount, and I don't have any questions, so I'm gonna hit go ahead. And then, so now it updates with how much your items are costing, so 536 yuan. Up here, it has a conversion rate, so you can do your own math just to double check. So freight, meaning that the price to get them from whatever store to the store to the warehouse, so they charge you shipping. And then commission, it's I believe 8%. Yep, 8% with a minimum of 30 yuan. So 30 yuan, I believe, is $4-ish at the time of recording. And then, so it'll be minimum that, and then it'll be 8% of what your total is here. And so then it'll tell you how much everything is. Oh, excuse me, and give you a final answer in American doll hairs. So 92.53. So $92.53 for a dress, a sweater, a pair of shoes, and 2 underskirts. That's a pretty stinking good deal. So from there you can do a couple things. As you can see, these little green tabs here are telling me that they are available. These ones are pending because I just added these and I didn't submit them to be confirmed. So what I'm going to do is on purchase notes, you can also read here some more information, terms and condition explanation, what they're going to do, and I'll show you in a second. So we're going to hit continue, and then here it's going to ask you what shipping service you want to use. So I typically like using SAL or EMS, and it's going to give you the 2 different options here, and it'll have little blurbs on like the differences. SAL is going to be like your standard like e-packet, and AUBAO is going to be the same as that too. These take longer, 1 to 2 months right now. And then these other ones here, so like EMS and DHL and FedEx, are going to be the fastest. Chinese EMS is pretty good because they give you a 40 to 45% discount. But anyway, so that's a little bit of it, looking into that. You're going to submit for confirmation, and what they're going to do is they are going to look at all of your items, and they are going to double check with all the sellers that yes, they are available for purchase. And then they'll also give you information from the seller when they contact them. If you have any questions, they'll get back to you and they'll let you know, which is neato speedo. So then these pictures here are actually pictures of when they receive the items. They're like, heck yeah, we got your item and this is what they look like. So I bought the Bodyline Rocking Her shoes once. I bought them in the wrong size, so I sold them on Lace Market, and then I bought them again on my correct size. And here I am looking at my shoes that they have in the warehouse for me. I asked them here if we can combine. So I had a couple questions, and I asked them, hey, can we put these in the other box with the other items that I was looking for? The answer is yes. 42 Agent holds your items for about a year, so if you're broke, that's okay. You can save up for it, and you can have all your pictures here. So when you're finished paying with them, they can combine them into boxes for you and send them over. It's pretty stinking cool. So that kind of wraps up my 42 Agent shopping service section. That is going to kind of wrap up my video, honestly. And if you have any questions, you let me the heck know, and I will do my best to answer them for you. I really hope that this helped you at least a little bit in like starting your Taobao journey, because we all know that Taobao is very intimidating if you don't know what you're doing. Once you get the hang of it, it's easy peasy, lemon pineapples. You're gonna have the best time of your life. You are not gonna ever get off the computer because you're going to be sitting here browsing and creating a crap ton of wish lists. So with that, I'm going to leave you, and I appreciate you joining me today. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. If you're new to my channel, welcome. You have come to the right place. And give a thumbs up to this video. Ring-a-ling that little bell because I love you so much. All my social medias are in the description. And with that, I would love to leave you a wonderful day, and I hope you do have a wonderful day.